People are like, who is Daniellevictor? And I'm like, bitch, it's Danny with 2 N's. Am I a fashion blogger? Maybe. Am I a storyteller? For sure. Am I a badass bitch? Absolutely. So if you're smart, you'll subscribe to my channel.
No, it's not weird. We just always do your stuff first. Why is it so dark? I'm in my scrubs for work. Caesar's in here with us because if not, I just made the bed. Now it looks a mess. Hello! My hair is beyond dirty. I'm going to put a hair mask in a little bit and wash it. But for now, we hide the greasiness with the beanie. Your hair doesn't look bad. It looks pretty, actually. Thanks. You're welcome. I just wanted to talk about a few things in this video today. One, starting with this guy that I'm never gonna put his name because it's not my place to put his business out there, but I've seen. You don't even need to say that, none. Just say this guy. This guy who's very popular on TikTok, millions of followers, pretty popular on Instagram. He used to be in my DMs in 2022. I didn't know that, but yeah. Well, you asked me. She was like, do you know this guy? I go, LOL, he used to be in my DMs. 2022 is a long time ago. Anywho, the fact that he doesn't even remember speaking to me because now he's speaking to you, or if he does and he just doesn't care, like I don't know. But anyways, I've seen him for a long time, like years now, and I like his videos here and there, and I liked a photo of his that popped up in my suggestions on Instagram the other day, and he immediately slid in my DMs and was like, why are you so beautiful? And I was like, hello. He said the same exact line to me. Oh, really? Why are you so beautiful? And I was like, you're cute too. Yeah. No. Anywho, we're like chatting, just having normal back and forth banter. Mind you, when you look at this guy's page, how would you describe him? Like, he looks like he's a typical dude on social media that uses his body and like his body art to lure women in, like thirst trapping. I don't even know if it's just women. Well, he lures people in, yeah, of all sexes with his physique and his dark, mysterious demeanor. Okay, yeah. So then he asked me if I have a Snapchat. I'm like, no, I'm a grown-ass woman. I don't have Snapchat. I do, in fact. I can't believe people still have Snapchat. I know. Like, use Snapchat. I know. I have Snapchat, but I don't use it. Like, I think I'm logged out. Yeah, but I do have Snapchat. I just never deleted my account. Mine got deleted. My Snapchat page, I had over like 100,000 views. Yeah, because you posted your OnlyFans, like. I didn't know. Can't believe we ever did that. And you couldn't even repent, Lord God. But my OnlyFans was like not like, yeah, mine wasn't new. There's like people on there like literally like doing porn. Okay, and you know what I mean? Like they're literally busted wide open, spreading their butt cheeks and stuff for $12.99 a month, and they all feel empty on the inside because it's not gonna fill the void that you're looking for. No amount of money. Well, I mean, no amount of notoriety is gonna give you that. Ever. Well, remember that girl that had sex with like 1,000 men in one day for OnlyFans, and she said afterwards, like she felt. Afterwards she cried about it, and then she went back to doing it. Oh, she did? Yeah. So there was no true repentance there. Poor thing. Like, how do you even have a soul after that? No, let's talk about the men that stood in line to be one of the 1,000 men to fuck her. Just as bad. And like, his panting is so loud, bro. Not every single dude had an updated STD check. I'm sorry. That's not your problem. I'm just saying. Anyways, I'm like, no, I don't have a Snapchat. So he put on disappearing mode on the Instagram DM, which is like this new feature they have. I find so weird. Disappearing mode has been around for years. I didn't know that. Yeah. So, or like at least 2-3 years, I think. I don't know, but you can swipe up and it like vanishes. No, that's vanish mode. Disappearing mode means as soon as they send a message, like, and you open it, it disappears. Like, and every message I don't know how to do that. Just disappears. Yeah. Like, it's almost as if you didn't have like messages back and forth with each other. That's what disappearing mode is. It's like I mean, anyone's doing that is up to no good anyway. Yeah. So I was like, why is he putting disappearing mode on? So he sends me a picture of him wearing woman's black sexy tights and a tutu skirt, and said, I like to dress up like this. And I was like, never, if you look at this man's page, never in the history of ever would you think that he dresses up in women's clothing. No, never. No. And like, then to me, what I was explaining to Danny is because she proceeded to have a conversation with him. I just said, hey, I'm just curious as a man, like, what is the appeal? I just didn't get it. I wanted to know why a man would want to wear. That's a demon, girl. There's nothing to get. That's the spirit of perversion.
Okay, but I still wanted to have.
He's not gonna tell you. Okay, hold on, girl. The spirit is. He's not gonna do that because he's deep up in it.
I still was like, like, why? I go, I've never.
And then he proceeds to send her the next day.
Yeah, 24 hours later, he sent me another picture
of what he wants to try, like a screenshot from Pinterest.
It was like these, like, you know, the.
And if this has happened to you by this person, I'm sure you're connecting the dots. Because I'm sure he's done this to other women. It's like predatorial to me.
I don't know what it is. At first I thought maybe he's doing it as a joke. Like,
he could be
almost like,
with you.
Is he messing with me? Because this just, like, he just doesn't. I guess what I'm trying to say is, we like.
They're not gonna be able to hear us over Caesar.
Caesar, come here, baby. Sorry about that brief pause. Why I bring that up is not to like talk down on this man because of whatever he's going through internally. I'm talking about how when we see these pages online of beautiful men and we just like assume a certain thing about these beautiful men and we just really have no idea. Like, if you looked at this dude's page, you would think that he was like, I don't know, the epitome of a manly man. But he wears,
I wouldn't say manly man, Danny. Any girl, I mean, any guy that is doing the amount of thirst trapping at that extent is not a manly man to me.
Oh no, I agree with you.
Yeah, so I don't. You're
but
using
I'm saying look wise, not the type of videos he's putting out. Look wise, he looks like a manly man. He doesn't look like a man that's putting on tights and skirts. I'm sorry, he doesn't, and high heels. He doesn't. There's not.
I told Danny there's a possibility he's also just like effing with her because he like cut his head off and all the
yeah. But like, that's weird. Why would you do that? But if you're doing that to someone, you want to see how far you can push it because it's probably something that you're into.
How you spell it? Like that, right?
No.
No.
I'm not sure, but that's not it. And then he like mentioned like female domination, and I literally had to ask ChatGPT what that was because I don't have a clue. But it's like when a man is dominated by a woman. There's some weird sexual
I don't know
shit
why
going
you
around.
needed ChatGPT to give you that definition, girl. You dumb. Female domination.
Well, he said femdom, and I was like, what is femdom? I literally had to ask ChatGPT, what is femdom? None of these people are it.
I know, I'll know it when I see it.
All these beautiful men are here, and I'm like, which one of them is straight? Which one of them likes to also wear tights and tutus? Like, we literally just don't know by looking at people's pages. We just think, oh, like, yeah, they got to love women because they're so. No, they actually might not. Maybe half of these men actually don't like women. So.
Oh yeah. That's why you need to have discernment.
Is talking about this considered gossip though?
He posts
he used to pop up on my feed all the time.
He's not even attractive to me.
And he talks in that voice. It's
yeah.
Like,
shut up. Oh my gosh. And it's all over sexualized. I actually commented on one of his videos about Jesus. I was like, Jesus, take this man, because the amount of thirst trapping you're doing is just diabolical.
Like, what is that?
It's like so dumb to me.
I don't know. I just feel like maybe men feel like they have so much to prove that they're over sexualizing themselves, because it used to be women that was doing this shit.
Now I feel like it's everybody.
Every time I go to my Explore page on Instagram,
I can't find them.
It's just men sexualizing themselves.
Yeah.
I don't know how to type his name because he put on disappearing mode. So once he sends a message, the DMs
go to your
disappear.
liked photos.
How do I? But why do we need the page? We're not showing it. I'm not showing it.
Yeah, I just like haven't seen him for like years, so like I just want to.
Didn't I show you him the other night?
No. Yeah, you showed me like his one photo and then scrolled up and I was like, okay. But I knew right away from the name. I was like, that dude was in my DMs in 2022.
Right here. Now all I see is tights and tutus. Is bad bitches the only type that you like?
He wants to be the bad bitch.
That's it. But all I'm saying, and I don't mean to gossip, is this considered gossip, Gabby? Are we gossiping right now? Hello?
I mean, you're not really saying his name, but maybe. And like, I feel like if you do it in a way where you're explaining like how it made you feel.
Yeah, I'm just trying to explain
without like bashing him in any type of way.
And I said that to Gabby because Gabby was like, why don't you just block him? And I like, oh,
yeah,
why don't you tell him to leave
him
you alone? And I said, I don't want to hurt his feelings. I don't want to be responsible for that. Because I don't, like, we don't know his emotional, like, if he's
dressing up
you
in
can
clothes.
set
He might
a
be
boundary.
emotional.
You
My
can
boundary
set-
is not responding, Gabby. That is a boundary.
And you didn't respond after he said it the other day, and yet he still sent you another picture.
Maybe he's lonely as fuck, girl.
That's not your problem. This is no charity work, girl. We're not people pleasers anymore.
But that's what I'm saying. I didn't respond in a negative way because I didn't want to like make him feel negative. And I didn't, when I was trying to talk to Gabby about it, I didn't want to be like bashing him. I just couldn't wrap my head around how I was like totally wrong when I looked at his photos. Like every time I liked a photo, I wasn't thinking like, yeah, this man is like into like skirts and tutus and
But
shit.
no one would. Literally no one would. But like any man to me that can lip sync and like be feeling themselves heavy in thirst TikToks, to me it's questionable. I'm sorry. My husband's not doing that.
No, I agree.
My husband is not in the world right now.
Gabby, but you were into it at one point. Like that's all down the line
That was
you used to
before I
do.
got saved, Danny. Now
I
I'm
would be like, girl.
yeah. I was so into it. I was like,
Like literally just like I was like, there's no way you
and I was like, my man.
and I was like,
Ow! Oh, the stages we go through in life.
so like yeah, I get that.
Is he in the room?
No.
It sounds like his painting's in the room.
He's outside the door. 'cause he
Oh my
wants to
gosh.
go. Oh, little baby. Anywho, I just wanted to talk about that, and then I wanted to talk about whether or not this was considered gossip, because I don't want to be gossiping about another child of God. But I just personally, one, I don't understand men that want to dress up like women, and I don't mean any offense to the trans community. I'm not saying, I guess it's a difference than a man dressing up as a woman that is saying they like women. Like how are you straight?
It all falls under the same category, girl.
What?
It's all spirits. It's all spirits. It's the spirit of Leviathan, pride. That's why they use the rainbow, pride. The rainbow is not the rainbow anymore. It's literally for pride, the spirit of Leviathan.
I mean, when I see a rainbow in the sky, I'm not thinking of like the gay community. I'm just like, oh my gosh, look at the rainbow in the sky. You know?
Yeah, but other people are correlating that to pride. They take pride in pride. It's just spirit. It's spirits, girl. Whether it's a man dressing up like a woman because he resonates with being a woman, or a man dressing up as a woman but likes to be with women, it is the spirit of pride, the spirit of perversion. We just saw a video this
I feel
morning.
like sometimes when people do drugs too, they're opening a door to so many entities to enter, and sometimes, because some people don't get into weird shit until after they start like drinking or smoking or doing heavy drugs. And then all of a sudden their whole life is just like a bunch of like a whirlwind of like weird fuckery. And I think it's because they open doors to whatever entities can enter when they put their vessels, the temple of the Most High Living God, at risk of being taken over by whatever. Because there's a lot of people that do drugs and then they start doing stuff like dressing up in women's clothes.
Who knows? It's not your story to tell. Like, who knows?
So I wasn't trying to gossip. I was just like trying to understand it, but I guess it's just not something I could possibly understand.
There's
just
nothing.
like,
That's why I kept
me and
saying
Gabby
to her-
were just talking about how we would never understand like being a lesbian. Like I've never been into a woman where I was like, I want
I've
to even
kissed
scissor
a girl before.
Yeah, but you were never like, yeah, let me like, we're gonna like rub our vaginas together on Friday night. Like, like that was never a thought.
No.
And the only time I've ever kissed a girl is because I literally had no gas in my whip, and somebody was like, if you two kiss right now, we'll give you $30 or something like that. And I was like, let's just do it. And me and her kissed, and it was the worst kiss ever. But we got $30 and we got home, so. I was like in high school.
That sucks.
Yeah, but that's like the only time I've ever even considered like, so like being a lesbian or being any type of gay is just not something I've ever known.
Because that's not your story. That's
But I
someone else's
question
story.
now how many men are out here dating women and have like borderline crossed this curiosity of like being into men or being dominated or wearing women's clothes or even having a woman put on a strap on. Like that's crazy shit.
Yeah, it's perversion, Danny. You're like trying to sit here and rationalize with something you're not going to understand. It's of the spirit realm. It's the spirit of perversion, which is rampant in this generation. Like, it's out of effing control. It's out of control. So,
Yeah.
it's not something you can sit here and like try to rationale. It will never make sense.
It's like scary how many masks people wear.
Yeah, you just don't know.
Like, who are you? And you don't want to like go on a first date and be like, so,
Do you like to wear
do you
tights?
like to wear tutus and lingerie?
But that's
And
why you gotta just have crazy discernment.
have you ever been into men
Yeah.
at any point?
Yeah.
Do we like the same thing?
I had some dude when I was on Hinge a couple months ago. I matched with some dude, and we got to talking, and
Oh yeah, you told me this story.
what?
The guy who's bisexual, right? And you were like, your profile says bisexual. Is like, I think men are beautiful.
Oh no, not him.
Oh.
He was so beautiful though.
I
oh my
saw him,
gosh.
yeah.
I was like,
I was gonna
literally...
hit like on his photo, but it said bisexual, and I was like, no thanks.
So he ended up, so he likes one of my random photos, and on my Hinge page, I literally put, I go crazy for Jesus. So like when he was on my page, it's not like whatever.
But there's a lot of people that say I'm crazy for Jesus and suck many dicks on the weekend.
Then they're not crazy about Jesus. Like,
But
you're not
I'm
crazy
saying-
about Jesus because you would pick
But
your
I'm saying there's
Jesus
many
over your
people.
flesh.
There's many people that preach the word and do the most outlandish.
Yeah,
things.
Tini. Okay, but that's
So
what
he
they're-
might have thought your profile and said, yeah, Jesus.
You know, so he like,
You know what I mean?
and then he like liked it and left some cute comment, and I respectfully wrote back. I was gonna X out, but I respectfully wrote back and was like, hey, I like literally just got saved, and me and you's belief are not gonna align because I don't think one can be bisexual. I don't. I think you can be, but I feel like you're dealing with something way bigger than I'm willing to take on. So, and he was like, I've never been with a man. I just find men to be really attractive just like women, which understandable because I find women very attractive, but I'm not going to go on my dating page if I'm not trying to get with either a man or a woman put bisexual.
And I feel like that's a lie because there's plenty of straight men that find other straight men good looking. Like Dad will be the first person to compliment a good looking dude.
Or if he has a nice outfit,
But my dad is not into men whatsoever.
Yeah.
He's not going to put bisexual on his dating profile just because he thinks other
Yeah.
men are good looking.
Yeah,
That you have been with other men and
Yeah.
or you're willing to be with other men if you found the right one.
But anyways, my story wasn't about that guy. I was talking to this guy, and
That guy was beautiful too. He was extremely good looking.
Who?
The one that put bisexual on his profile.
Yeah.
Flawless skin.
Yeah. He was like just ethereal looking, had a beautiful eye. Anyways, I was talking to this guy, and then randomly he was like, his dad was a pastor, and you could tell immediately he had like church hurt and like just hated the word of God and was like, you're crossing paths with me so you can get all this, like I can make you realize you can live in sin and still go to heaven. And I was like, first of all, ain't no man of God telling me to go sin. Like, let's start there. Secondly, no. So then we get to talking, and he's like, so you don't like gay people because you're like super religious? And I go, when did I ever say that? Why are you bringing up
gay people?
So I said,
no, you never told me that.
yeah. So I said,
Did you ask him?
yeah, so I said, that's a really random statement. Me and you have never even had a conversation about gay people. He's like, well, I just know you're super into Jesus. I go, Jesus loves gay people even though they're gay. Why would I have an issue with gay people? They just need to learn to die to their flesh to make it to the kingdom of heaven. That's a different story. Don't rip me up in the comments. So he goes, so he asked me something. I go, why do you like men? Because you're acting like somebody who like men and women. He goes, yeah, I'm bisexual. And I was like, okay, well, we're gonna wrap it up here because I'm not into it.
The one that went to Asia for a while?
Yeah. So I was like,
you never told me he said he was bisexual.
I'm not done. So he said, and then oh my god, I think I deleted his text. I wish I still had it. So then he like was so rude to me because I was like, oh, like, I don't think you should continue talking to me. I'm not into it. There's someone out there that would be so into your kind of lifestyle. It's just not me.
Gabby only told me that he had a girlfriend and was in an open relationship.
A poly.
Him and his woman don't have sexual relationships.
Yeah.
And maybe part of the reason she doesn't have sexual relationships with him is because he gets with men, girl. She might just be protecting her vessel.
I don't know. So anyways, he was like, whatever. I just basically respectfully set a boundary, and I was like, I'm just not into it. Like, without like saying lose my number, I was like, there's someone out there for you. It's just not me. And he came at me so rude, and I was like, I don't know why you're taking offense to what I'm saying.
It's my preference. Like,
Yeah.
there's a woman out there that doesn't mind a man who's bisexual.
So he
It's
goes,
not
I
me,
was
though.
just kidding. He was like, I was 1,000% joking, but because you're such a Jesus freak, I wanted to get a rise out of you. And I was like,
He was not joking.
No, and
no man is going to joke. No manly man, no protector, provider, server of
No.
a woman is going to joke about being bisexual.
Yeah.
I'm sorry now.
And
we can get,
mind
you guys
you,
can get mad in the comments. There's gonna be a lot of offended people, but it's true. No straight man on this planet is gonna joke around about being bisexual.
Yeah, no. So then I was like, I didn't even give him a reaction for him to be rude. I was just respectfully creating a boundary, like, hey, like, I enjoyed the banter back and forth. I'm just not the person for you. Like, I'm not into being with someone that's in a polyamorous relationship. I am definitely not into a person that can swing both ways, and I'm not trying to have premarital sex. So like, realistically, you're rooted, you gotta deal with whatever's going on, but you're rooted in lust and perversion, and I'm just not the target for you. It's not happening. And that, I got called a Jesus freak for that. Even if I wasn't saved, my boundaries would have been the same, because I felt this way before. Like, before I got saved, I still wouldn't have been with a man that liked both men and women. It just would have never been a thing.
Did his profile on the dating app say bisexual?
No.
Maybe he was trying to get a rise out of you, but then he might be battling those feelings inside, because I just don't see a straight man making those type of jokes, because
But there's a lot of men that like to just berate women, and they like they're like into it.
No,
So,
I know what you mean.
Yeah, like, so that,
I think ever since that guy, Anthony Tate, came on the scene, men thought that they could be like,
I never watched him. I only saw like certain clips on
he said some really intelligent stuff, but then when it came to women, I was like, I'm gonna have to like thoroughly disagree with many things you're saying.
I don't know anything about that man,
But I feel like after he came on the scene, a lot of podcasts with men came out, and everyone was like, what do women bring to the table, and like basically brought up how men just hate women. I'm like, so all of you,
they're dealing with deep-rooted issues only Jesus can fix. That is the end of the story. Literally, that is the end of the story. And my last conversation with that man was, I'm gonna pray for you. And I did. I prayed for him wholeheartedly. Like,
I thought the last conversation you had,
well, he randomly hit me up after I said I would pray for him. Hey, can I come to Boston and hang out with you Halloween weekend? Never talked to him literally ever again. Like, ever. Never talked to him again. So that's that.
okay.
Yeah, so it's just like, you don't know anybody. That's why, like, it's so important to pray for wisdom and
discernment. Clubs and shit, they're opening doors too.
Yeah,
Like, I feel like when you go to clubs and you start feeling like these perverted thoughts, you have to remember that all those spaces are energetic, and you're probably picking up on thoughts and energy that's not even yours, and you're taking that shit with you.
You know, if I could go back to my 20s, I would have worked in the club to make my money, but never have gone to the club too.
I was in the club like crazy.
You were in the
LA.
club. Yeah, you were in the club a lot. I had my
Always
hood rat
miserable and
stage
mad.
when I was like 21 to 22, I want to say. I was outside, and then I was like over it, besides like making money. And then we weren't in the club at all. Like,
We stopped going to the club a lot, like probably at 30, 31, 32 maybe, 31.
I would say
32.
30, 31, yeah.
No, because we went to Miami when we were 32. And we were like doing like clubby shit out there when we went.
It wasn't really clubby, Danny. It was like events.
It was shit that we wouldn't do.
Yeah. But that was because it was an influencer event. We had to like go to where they were going. Like, but if we were on our own trip to Miami, we wouldn't be like in club life.
We would have never done that.
Yeah, like, it's not like we would have been like, yeah, I'm going to the club. Anyways, gotta go. I have to go to work. I have to drop my cells off and go to work. I'm working till who knows when tonight.
We'll end this video by saying, don't idolize and glorify these beautiful people online, because you just don't know. Like, you just don't know.
You don't know, and also like just pray for
oh my
people.
gosh, he's so fine. I want to be with him so bad. You want to be with him until he sends you a picture wearing a tutu and tights. And then you're like,
wow!
now I'm going to question every single dude I ever come across.
Which you should anyway.
Yeah, but
that's
like,
the point. You
it's
should
just like,
anyway.
I don't know how you can ask these questions without being super offensive. Like, hey,
ask God.
please.
God will
reveal
have
it to
the
me.
questions answered for you without you saying anything.
Yeah.
Literally, he'll be like, okay, cool, let me reveal it.
Yeah. Like, are you even straight?
Yeah, no. Anyways, gotta go. Bye.
Mwah.